Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. I don't really like a Sunday, but I am hangover free, so I am liking this Sunday. It makes such a difference to wake up and not have a hangover. Like, literally. I could get used to these sober weekends. Like, I haven't really seen anybody. I seen my gran yesterday for like half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. I like to keep myself to myself, but I might end up saying to Gregor, like, I want you to come over and us to hang out, but we don't always have to drink. Like, I think it's just a habit that I've got into that, oh, it's Friday, I need to have a drink. You don't. You really, really don't have to drink. I know, I'm like off in one again. But the difference, like, my head feels clearer. I actually feel in a good mood. Because I wake up from drinking and you hardly sleep and everything, and then you wake up and you feel like death. And then it doesn't just linger for one day. When I was 18, I used to get hangovers for 3 days. Now I get hangovers for like a full week. I feel down. I feel run down. Like, it's just horrible. So I really don't see that it's worth it anymore. Not that I'm not stopping drinking. I'm a very all or nothing person though, so I find it easier to be like all in with something or all out. Um, so I would find it easier to like just be off the drink till like Christmas. In fact, that's actually quite a good idea. Maybe just like stay sober till Christmas. But see, Christmas Day, I always like have like a couple of drinks and then I'm like, I don't want to drink. Like, again, you feel like, yeah, not you feel you have to, but well, kinda like you feel awkward because it's an occasion. I need to have a drink. You don't. You really, really don't. Because half the time I'm at my mum's, right, on Christmas Day, and like I'll be halfway through a vodka, and I'll be like, Mum, I really don't even want that, and she's like, well, don't then. Like, you don't have to drink. Like, there's this thing in my head that, oh, because it's the weekend, I have to drink. Oh, because it's an occasion, I have to drink. Oh, I'm around a group of people, I have to have a drink. It's a coping thing, I think, with my anxiety. But my anxiety isn't that bad, and I'm trying to tell myself that, like, in my head, because the more you say you've got an illness or you've got something wrong, the more that it's going to manifest. So I'm very spiritual, so but it's true, like, the more that you say there's something wrong, there will be something wrong. The more you speak positive words into your life, then it radiates back to you. I read The Secret as well, that really helped. I'm actually thinking of reading it again, because it was just so good, and it just makes you like change your whole perspective on life and how things work, and how your mind is so powerful. Like, what your thoughts are you. What you pour your energy into is what you become. So if I was just to like think negative all the time, I'll get negative back. Like, I would go outside and trip and fall. Like, it manifests. And yeah, so always try and be as positive as you can. I know it's hard, but start with something small. Like, I always think, like, when something bad happens, I always try and think of like a little positive of why, like, maybe like that didn't happen because if I went to that event, this would have happened or that would have happened. And I just try and turn it round. So like, I'm trying to think of a situation where I turned it round. um or in work, for example, I keep getting pulled about leaving wet floor signs out, and I'm like, but the floor's still wet, right? Anyway, I'm not going into the situation, but what I'm trying to say is, I turn the thought round and I don't try and dwell on the fact that I'm getting pulled about wet floor signs. I try and think, oh well, it could be worse. Like, I'm getting pulled about a wet floor sign, which means he can't find another fault in my work. But I must be doing a good job if all they can think of to pull me about is a wet floor sign. Anyway, I've just kind of went off in one. I'm just trying to be grateful for everything that I have, and I feel like when I'm grateful and when I think positive, I feel positive. Like I just feel like I feel like there's no brain fog today, and it's such a good feeling. Such a good feeling. I hope everyone has a nice chilled Sunday. It's very cold out. It's actually like frosty looking, but I don't mind that, especially at this time of year. You don't want hot weather in November, really. Like we're trying to get into the season here. But anyway, I hope everyone has a lovely Sunday, nice and chilled, whatever you're up to. Hope you're not working. See you later. Bye.